Hi, it's Lorraine Murray here from Connected Kids, and just wondering how you're coping with the strange times we have in the world, homeschooling and the lockdowns, the various levels of lockdown that different countries are in. So I thought I would give you this really quick tip to use for your stress levels, but it's a great thing to teach your kids as well. I've just taught my foster son how to do this as he is being homeschooled. So sometimes we don't always make time in the day for our meditation practice. It's just really difficult just now to find a moment of peace. I totally understand that. So there are very simple things you can do, and if you do them regularly, if they don't take that long, then it means that you build up the cumulative effect and it helps you get through your day. So this particular one is one that we teach in our Connected Kids program, and it's a really easy one to use. It combines eye movement and the breath. So the reason that we're using eye movement, there's some research that when you move your eyes in different directions, from left to right, up and down, then it affects different parts of the brain. It helps with cognitive processing. And one of the reasons that we can get quite stressed is because we get stuck, literally we get stuck in either negative thinking patterns or just something isn't working out for us or we can't find a solution. So by using our eyes in a particular direction, it helps with that and it helps to get everything moving again. And when we combine it with our breath, well, the breath is one of the first things to be affected when we're stressed. Either it changes its pattern or perhaps we hold our breath. So when we deliberately pay attention to our breath, it means that we have an anchor into the moment, and we're also helping our nervous system to reset and come back into a more restful state. So I'm going to show you how to do this, and because I'm on my computer screen, I can show you because of the shape of the computer screen. So what you're going to do is, I'll use my finger actually to do this. You're going to breathe in. It's this finger moves along. Breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out. And do this again. Out. In. Out. Okay, so I did it that way where that was the in breath, that was the out breath, but you could equally start with this is in breath, that's the out breath. You could play around with it. So sorry, in breath and out breath. So you could play around with it, and the point is that I'm using my finger to start with, and if I was teaching kids, that's what I would do. But then you don't need to have the finger because you can just move your eyes. So you're just moving your eyes. And the reason for using the finger is just to slow it down a little bit. There is a tendency sometimes when we're following something, our eyes flick to where we think we're going. So that's something that comes up in autism actually, where sometimes the eye movement is really difficult for kids to track a certain movement of an object. So just keep practicing that and see if that helps. And it's almost like you start to lock into the movement. So at first, if you find your eyes are flicking to the end of the side before you've actually finished your breath, don't worry. Just keep practicing until eventually you match your breath and the movement at the same time. And then you can do it without using the finger at all. The reason it's such a great thing to do is because at the moment we're on our screens quite a lot, aren't we? Whether it's our phone or it's a computer because we're home working, and our kids are homeschooling and if they're using iPads. So it's something that they can use when they're feeling a little bit anxious or stressed or unhappy. And it's certainly something that you can use as well when you're concerned about how you're coping, basically. So just bringing that in, just bring a little bit of awareness in. And of course you can use it as well when you're on your phone too, because the phone is a rectangular shape. You can use a square, rectangular shape. If you're somewhere out about, we teach it as well with just using door frames or window frames. That's a good one. So when we eventually are allowed out of our homes and we go and visit scary places like the dentist, you can teach your kids to practice using it when they're in the waiting room, and it really reduces anxiety and stress levels too. So I hope that's helpful. Please let us know if you've got any questions, either through our website or post a question or comment here. And I'll put the link as well to the neuroscience behind the eye movement, so you can check that out. Thanks for listening, and namaste.